And we're live. And welcome. Well, okay, I'll just James, if you're gonna finish up or fuck it.
Do what you gotta do, bro.
All right. Hey, well, everyone, welcome to this episode of the Gauntlet. And I'm the co-host, kind of Denzel Snipes. To the right of me is James Tatum, and to the bottom is DeRubeis. I said it right this time.
Got it right this time.
I know you was eyeing in on me and everything, but let me go ahead and get it. How's everybody doing tonight? Everyone, thank you for tuning in on all of our channels. Be sure and like and follow us on all of our great channels. We're on YouTube, Facebook, the 2-for-1 special, on TikTok at Sideline Sports and at Sideline One Sports, and also on Instagram as well. We're pretty much everywhere but Snapchat, but who the fuck does Snapchat, right? Other than that,
I use Snapchat. Snapchat's mostly for like single people and teenagers, though, I think.
So you still got Snapchat?
Yeah. 90% of my snaps are just me karaokeing, and then when I think of it, if I'm at a show, I'll put up one snap, like the concert I'm at.
Okay, shout out to Bacon Grizzly in the comments. What's going on, big dog? All right. And so let's go on to our first topic, and that is the most egregious takes and actions from the sports world. Sports go wrong.
I got a good one. I should have sent a fucking picture so you could put it on the screen.
So I actually didn't have one for this week, but you know what, Dom? Go ahead and kick us off, man. What you got going?
Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw this or not. It may not technically be of the week, because I think it may have happened like last weekend, but it was still pretty recent, and it's more than egregious. It's either stupid, it's definitely stupid, it's distasteful. If he was trying to make a joke, it wasn't fucking funny. Anyways, let me tell you what happened. So, you guys probably saw this or heard about it. Kyler Murray got himself a puppy, a pit bull. And this motherfucker, like I said, I don't know if he thought he was being funny. I can't imagine it was just by accident. This motherfucker posts a picture of himself with his dog, and he's wearing a fucking Virginia Tech Mike Vick jersey. Like, that is so...
Bro, that was a long time ago. That was like months ago.
What?
I already had that as my sports moron when that happened.
Are you for real? God damn it. Forget I said anything. Fuck me.
Right.
I thought that just happened.
I thought you were going to say J.J. McCarthy.
Hey, there's still time. You can mention J.J. McCarthy.
You were just saying how he had an alter ego.
Okay, I totally can, because I just saw this today, and it's my name on there. So this man, J.J. McCarthy, you played decent for a quarter and a half. You played well enough for your team to not lose against my Lions this past week. You also didn't even throw for 150 yards. You've never thrown for 200 yards. And now you've given yourself an alter ego. I call him 9. Shut the fuck up, J.J. McCarthy. Get out of here. Throw for 200 yards. Get a win against a team that isn't decimated by injuries. Like, do something besides just running your mouth, because you ain't it, guy. Like, my hatred for this man is growing by the second. It wasn't, it's like I was saying pre-show. It's not just that, you know, he's overrated. He doesn't have.
You saw the video of him getting all hyped in his
skill set. It's not just that he was a reach. He's just this man threw for 146 yards and acts like he did something. I'm gonna get back on Twitter and start trolling him. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
You gonna do it under yours, or you gonna make a burner account?
Fuck no, dude. I do that shit on mine with pride.
You're gonna put it on Detroit Dom 1.
Fuck yeah.
James, what you got, man?
Oh, yeah, I got one, baby. So the NFL trade deadline came to an end. So all this last, few weeks of the season, all these people online that kept saying that A.J. Brown was going to get traded. Especially one person. Diana Rossini. I think she works for ESPN.
Damn, I thought you were going to call me out personally.
She was like, saying all this, like, she made an article about AJ Brown like every single day. There was something about, well, we don't think AJ Brown is happy. AJ Brown this, AJ Brown that. So she made an interview saying that her source was his Instagram. Your Instagram. That's where you got the information from.
His Instagram?
Yeah, she was saying that because AJ Brown was posting weird stuff, that means he doesn't want to play.
Yeah, but that's fucking terrible. Wow.
You know that? You know how many players probably has posted with some weird shit like that before? So you have people like Adam Schefter, like actual credible people that got on here and said there was never any interest of the Eagles trading AJ Brown at any point of the season. And there will not be any point after the season. So if you're going to actually report something, you actually have to have something to back it all up other than just, I don't know, I got a feeling. I saw this post, like, I don't know, something's not right. So actually do your job. Be a real journalist and stop feeding people bullshit.
That's fucking
because AJ Brown is still with the Eagles.
Yeah, she really went on a platform. So the source that she got that from was the same platform where Instagram models go on there and front like they're rich. Where they go on there and they will post themselves on the yacht, but not the old man who paid for the trip. That's your source? Yeah.
Freaking terrible.
Moron, well deserved on that note. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and push it on over to our Gauntlet grinders for the NFL Week 9. These are the best ballers to have happened last week to put it all on the field and keep their team in the game at a minimum. James, who do you got for Gauntlet grinders for Week 9?
I don't really got somebody for the AFC, but the NFC, I'm going to give it to Sam Darnold. Nearly perfect passer rating. Balling out against the Commanders, which is a terrible team. Which also, sports moron, thanks to the Commanders. Dan Quinn, why the hell are you leaving Jaden Daniels in the game when you're losing by 30 and there's like 5 minutes left in the game? And now he's hurt, and who knows if he's going to be out for the season. So that was very idiotic. But still a great game for Sam Darnold.
How much is this season's Commanders season playing out? Just like I said it would, but now it's like the similarities to the first year and second year with RG3 and Jaden Daniels, like it's starting to get a little bit freaky. Like he's hurt, he got left out there too, because he had just come back, so he probably wasn't 100%. And then they leave him out there, and he gets killed. Just like Mike Shanahan tried to bring RG3 back when he was still
not supposed to bend back like that.
No,
yeah, that's it. That was one of those ones where I saw it. Was that game on TV? It was.
Yeah, that was Friday. Yeah. That was Sunday night.
I was watching it. It reminded me so much of the Gordon Hayward injury. I saw it happen live, and I literally got up and left the room for 5 minutes because I didn't want to see the replay. Because it's one of those ones where you just, like, your jaw drops and your eyes pop out of your head and you probably go, oh!
Yeah, like the Paul George one. Remember that one?
Yeah, that was bad as well. Very bad.
But just to wrap this up, Seattle, on the other side, Seattle looks really good offensively. Sam Darnold having a good season. Based off of what we saw last year, we have to say, I don't know if he can do it in the postseason, but this is a regular season. This is a weekly award, so he gets it.
Colin Cowherd is now calling Sam Darnold the best quarterback in the NFL.
He
even had a graphic for it with Sam
He's
Darnold
always been
alone.
a Sam Darnold fan since he was at USC.
He was, dude. He's so happy that he's finally right about Sam Darnold. I can't lie though, I didn't see it those first few years. Of course, it is the Jets. But
hold on, I do got to address one. Megan Grid says, y'all remember the Kevin Ware injury? That was brutal.
Oh, that
was brutal.
one like made me sick to my stomach. It was so bad.
That one was brutal. I would say probably the worst one I'd ever seen in all of my years watching sports was Willis McGahee in a national championship game.
Oh, that was really.
resulted-
I was watching that too at a bar, and I loved Willis McGahee.
Yeah, he actually suffered what's called the unholy trinity, a complete blown knee. He tore his ACL, MCL, and PCL.
Yeah.
Yep, he tore all three of them. But it's crazy because he recovered and went on to have a full NFL career.
Yeah.
Because most guys, like the guy around your way that ran for 80 touchdowns in high school, he blows his knee out, and that's the end of his playing days. You know what I mean? Willis McGahee actually recovered from that and had a full NFL career. Yeah, shout out Willis McGahee. Where you at, man? Anyway, but Sam Darnold, 21 of 24 for 334 touchdowns. That lone interception is what kept him from a perfect game. So congrats, Jalen Hurts. It's still only you. Dom, what you got for Gauntlet Grinders for Week 9?
Well, James stole my NFC one. I was also leaning towards Matt Stafford. I know he threw 4 touchdowns. His yards were actually pretty low, like under 300. But yeah, Matt Stafford is fucking balling right now. Leads the NFL in touchdowns with 21.
That's your guy.
He's only got like 2 picks. He's ageless. Like
That's your guy.
I'm saying this and it's no hyperbole. This man is getting better with age, and he's creeping up on 40.
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. With go ahead. I'm sorry.
AFC, I'm going Dalton Kincaid, 6 catches, 101 yards, and a touchdown, and a Bills victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. Because that's what Buffalo does in the regular season. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
They beat
and
the
then
Chiefs
come
in
playoff
a.
time, we see how that goes.
I don't even know if the Bills are going to beat the Indianapolis Colts.
You are fucking the conductor choo-choo on that Colts bandwagon, aren't you?
I gotta be, since there's some certain person that hates on the Colts is not here.
That's true.
Says that the Colts are going to lose like 7 straight games or something.
Oh, that was a little crazy when he said that the other night. Like they're damn near going to like almost lose out or finish.
He said
the
they're going to
season
have
like,
a worse collapse than the Eagles from 2 years ago.
Yeah, he said 9-8 or 8-9. I was like, woo!
Like, dude, you realize they've already got 7
cliff.
wins, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he does.
He was right. The second half of their schedule is tougher than the first half.
Yeah. It's backloaded.
That's not
It is.
saying much.
All right, well,
I can't say I've fully bought in yet either. Like
They got
and
Sauce
I-
Gardner. They're going to be legit.
I think so too. I just like that, this past week that might have been a small little chink in the armor with fucking Indiana Jones, because that looked like bad Giants, Daniel.
Listen,
Jones.
man,
Put
like
on for a week.
every team has a game like this where
That's
it's
true.
a really good
That's true.
team. You play bad. It is what it is.
I can't remember. who their
Pittsburgh
other
was
loss
also desperate because they lost to the Bengals and they lost to someone else. So they were not really
I mean,
able
that's the
to.
first.
They were not
bad
really.
game he's
They
had
really
all year.
couldn't afford. The Steelers really couldn't afford to lose that game.
This is true.
and the crazy part is the Colts, it's not like they got ran off the field, even though Jones threw 3 interceptions.
They couldn't.
But,
really, they couldn't really run the ball either with Taylor.
No, they couldn't.
It was
To
his
take the
lowest
pressure
yardage
off of
of the
Jones.
season.
And now we've possibly seen an exploited weakness. If Taylor doesn't get going to take the pressure off of Jones, if you force Jones to beat you with his arm, this is what could happen. So, hey, teams, if you're paying attention, if you stop 28, you probably got him half beat. Anyhow, so on to my AFC Gauntlet Grinder. I'm going to actually give it to Joe Flacco in a loss. He led a drive to take the lead until his, guess what? Traffic cone system of a defense allowed Caleb Williams.
Did you see the post-game interview of Jamar Chase and like Chase Brown and all these guys?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That
They were
offense is
pissed.
pissed. They were pissed.
They were pissed.
And if he
I saw
said
James
that
Brown.
in-
He was like, you guys need to finish the fucking game.
Yeah. And here's the thing: if they said
That's
that on
real.
camera, imagine what's being said when the cameras ain't there.
Right.
There's got to be pushing and shoving going on. There's got to be. I'm gonna give it to Joe Flacco. he was 31 of 47. He threw for a career high 470. 4 touchdown passes. He did throw 2 interceptions. I think that last one was it was after the I think it was the last play of the game anyway. But passer rating of 109.4. And then in the NFC, I'm going to give it to the latest addition to the Cowboy Killers, Jacoby Brissett. 21 of 31 for 261, 2 touchdown passes, 115.1 passer rating, and sparking amongst fans of whether Kyler Murray or Jacoby Brissett should be heading out in the rest of the season. So, and then ironically, they go ahead and they put Kyler Murray on IR.
They put him on IR, but they're just doing that so they don't have to officially announce that they benched him.
Yeah, we know.
So they're giving Jacoby 4 games essentially to keep playing.
Yeah,
they think they're being slick with it, but nah.
They can't.
I only got one more thing to
he
say
wasn't
before we
playing
go.
good, but it's not like they only had 1 win before he got hurt. Like, is he overpaid?
The only last thing
yes. Is he not good against good teams?
The only last thing I want to say about
yes.
What, James?
The only last thing I want to say about the Bengals, I know we're talking about the Cardinals, but I really think that it was a mistake to give T. Higgins that contract.
You
don't really need T. Higgins. Like, you have a receiver like Jamar Chase, you can easily find a decent number 2 for a lot less expensive money.
Yeah,
they could have got Pickens.
Paying 2 guys. You're paying 2 guys number 1 receiver money, and I don't know how much. Definitely pay Chase. Give Chase whatever he wants, but T. Higgins, I think they should have let him walk and invest more money in the defense.
They could have got Pickens for cheaper, and you see what he's doing in Dallas. Go ahead, Dom.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't know how much teams have their number 1 corner, like, follow Jamar Chase around the field, because I actually don't think teams do that as much as we think that they do or think that they should. But if they do, whenever they do, like, I'm just not giving that kind of money to a guy that's rarely going to see the number 1 corner on the other team. Like, it, my
Jamar Chase?
Huh?
You saying you wouldn't give Jamar that money, or you wouldn't give T. Higgins
did I say
money?
that? No, I meant Higgins. If I said Chase, I definitely meant Higgins.
Oh.
No, yeah, Jamar Chase is worth
Higgins.
every penny.
Yeah.
That man's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, but I'm saying let some other team pay T. Higgins. Like, you know how people do that in free agency? They just throw money at guys, and let them do that, because you can probably get good production for a lot less.
Yeah,
but it's the Bengals.
Yeah,
Are we
indeed.
surprised?
Well, hey, Dom.
Let's do our shot.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, man. Before we pick yours up. You ready? Okay. So before we head off to commercial here, so I don't know if anyone remembers last week on Golf. I made a bet and I said that, hey, if the Packers don't cover, then I was gonna do a shot on camera, and then everybody else joined in and stuff. And the Packers, they were favored by 13.5. They didn't cover. They lost the damn game. They lost the game. So I'm gonna say this, man. Okay. Shout out to the Panthers. Rico,
I like what they're doing down there in Charlotte.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rico,
no doubt about it. Team stay young, and Packers. Well, there's a reason why James said he didn't believe in you. It's bullshit like this. Cheers.
I'm gonna do mine on the next show. But cheers.
That is not good.
Neither are the Packers.
And it's not like this has been their only. I mean, I wouldn't even necessarily. Oh, it was that.
They should have lost to the Cowboys.
Yes, they should.
Let's be honest. They should have lost that game. They got lucky
and they did lose to the Browns. I honestly,
they lost to the
think
Browns, then they lost to the Panthers.
The Panthers' loss is the most forgivable of all of them. Like, Panthers are over 500 right now. They're laying in the weeds, kind of sniffing around at a playoff spot. I don't know if it ultimately ends up working out for them. I think they might finish with an over 500 record, but I don't think they're making the playoffs.
All right.
It's funny.
And when we get back, James will get his damn seat back, and we're going to see if we don't ball. Woo! Oh, screw you, Green Bay, for that. I love you, but fuck you. Be right back, y'all. I'm getting a fat ass order of nachos when I hit the movie theaters. My bad, James. Go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to see who on the podcast knows ball, and in the audience, do you know the answer to these 5 questions I'm about to ask right now? Who's the only NFL franchise to win 3 Super Bowls with 3 different starting quarterbacks?
Oh, that's easy.
All right, who is it?
It's Green Bay. I believe.
Yeah, he's right. It's Green Bay.
It's Green Bay.
Yep.
I was going to say. Was it not the Super Bowl then? But it was.
There's more than one.
Oh.
There's also another team in the NFC.
And one with 3 starters.
I thought I had it. I can think of a bunch with 2. I can think of several with none, including my team. Another one in the NFC? Oh, I think I know it. Yeah, I know it. I think.
Who?
I think. Maybe not.
Who is it?
Giants?
Not the Giants.
Not the Giants. It's not Minnesota.
No.
It's not Chicago.
It's not.
I don't know. I'm stumped. It's gonna kill. Do you got?
Yeah, you have an answer? Who do you think the other team is?
You get both. You get the point.
Hold on a minute. NFC. Hold on.
Every team I think of has 2 or 1 or none. This is gonna make me tear my hair out when he.
I want to say the second one is the Redskins.
It is the Redskins.
Yes. Yes.
It is Joe Theismann, Douglas
Theismann, Williams, and
Mark Rypien. Or Rypien.
Mark
I don't know how to say it.
Rypien. Before, I don't think you were alive, sir.
But he got that one, so good job. The Packers part was easy, but the second part was not. All right, first player to record 1,000 passing or receiving and rushing yards. Yeah,
Roger Craig. Roger Craig.
Yeah, that was
it is Roger Craig, correct.
2-1.
This team's defense allowed just 10 points in the postseason, and they scored 14 points on defense. They would go on to win the Super Bowl.
Oh man, 10 points.
So they only allowed 10 points all
the
postseason, including the Super Bowl.
Ooh,
wow, shit!
And they also scored 14 points on defense.
I know it ain't the Ravens.
Yeah.
Hey, Princess Gamer.
Who is the answer to this question?
I don't even have a good guess. It's going to be someone we never would have thought of. Or it's going to be totally obvious, and I'm going to slap myself in the face. Ravens was my first guess, but I don't think it's right.
It is not the Ravens.
It's someone stupid, like... I'm going Raiders. It's wrong,
Raiders?
But it's my guess.
It is not the Raiders.
I would just literally be picking names out of a hat. I have no idea. Jay, you got to.
It is an NFC team.
NFC team?
Oh, was it the Bears? I think it's the Bears.
Jay, you have an answer?
I'm gonna say. Shoot.
It's someone stupid that we'll never think of, I think, unless it's the Bears.
No, it ain't them. No, it ain't the Giants. It's not the Giants. 49ers.
Final answer.
Phone answer.
The correct answer was the 1985 Chicago Bears.
Yes.
Point to Dom.
Yes.
Good.
Tied it
2-2.
All right. And we did last week. Which college has the most offensive linemen in the Hall of Fame drafted? Which NFL franchise has the most offensive linemen in the Hall of Fame?
Ooh.
They have 8. Dom was right. It was somebody stupid.
Dumb.
And the Bears have never won anything since then.
Yeah, but their fans act like 1985 was like 2015.
Man, if only
There's
Jacob was
people in
on
these
this.
groups, and they're like, wow, 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 at least the Bears got one. I'm like, dude, you weren't even alive when they won that game. Like, if you weren't at least 10 years old the last time your team won a Super Bowl, you don't get to say shit because you didn't watch it, you don't know about it. You're probably watching highlights of it on a VHS tape like Bears fans are, like Cowboys fans are.
Which
Hall of
NFL
Fame.
franchise has the most offensive linemen in the Hall of Fame?
They have 8 in the Hall of Fame, you said, right?
They have 8.
I'm gonna
Shit.
say.
You got us good with this one, man.
I'm gonna say.
It is an NFC team.
I was thinking Cowboys, too.
I'm giving you guys more hints.
Yeah, I'm going Dallas. I don't think it's right, but that's my best guess.
That is incorrect. To both of you.
Wait,
I'll give
Jay,
you
what
one
did
more.
you get? Oh, you said get Dallas as well?
Dallas is
Yeah,
incorrect.
because
One of my Bacon Grizzler just put it up there. One of my initial thoughts was Packers, but then I couldn't think of more than like 2 or 3. So like it's
It
not
is not
them.
Green Bay either.
the Hall of Fame, man. It's going to be something stupid like Kansas City. Watch.
Well, you said NFC though, right?
No, he didn't say
He did.
It is an NFC.
Okay.
it is
so
an NFC team. Okay.
I guessed right on NFC. Frisco? It's not Frisco either.
It is not San Francisco.
I don't think it's the Giants. It's not like it's not the Seahawks or the Rams or the Cardinals. Did I say Niners already?
You know what? I'm going to say the Lions.
No. I don't know that we have any. We
Okay.
might have one from like the 50s. It's not the
Is that
Lions.
your guys' final guess?
Yeah, I don't got shit. You got me good with this one.
I'm going to say Lions.
Back to back. Back to back. It is the Chicago Bears.
God damn it! You did this shit on purpose for all my Bears fans.
You're showing
you
a lot
hate
of
the
Bears
Bears.
love today.
I wish Jacob was here.
I know,
He would
right?
love All right.
You think
Now-
he would have known that for sure, wouldn't he?
All right.
He'd have
You
got both of
guys might have an easier time with this one. This quarterback has thrown more touchdown passes to first-round picks that was drafted by another team than his own team has drafted first-round picks.
them. Wait, say it again. I'm
Includes
confused.
tight ends and receivers. So basically, any tight end or receiver that was a first-round pick was drafted by another team. He threw more to first-round picks that were drafted by other teams than first-round picks that was drafted by his own team.
Oh,
Which quarterback
This
has
is
this?
really good, and I have no fucking clue. I couldn't even give
I'll
you
give you a
a
hint. It is an
random.
NFC. It is an NFC quarterback.
The first round picks. I can't even give you a guess. I wish I could. This answer is gonna
NFC.
quarterback.
like I can't even think of a way to try to like go about it logically in my head. Like, okay, you know what team has drafted? Because a lot of the times, teams that have drafted that many wide receivers and tight ends in the first round, like at least half of them are busts. which isn't to say that, they didn't have a few touchdown catches along their way.
But the first round picks that he did throw a touchdown pass to was not drafted by his team. They eventually signed
Oh,
to the
right.
team,
Okay, I got you.
but was not drafted there.
This man said to real pride.
That is incorrect. That is incorrect, Rick.
Oh man.
Appreciate the effort, but
Yeah, bro.
Well, Pryor had about
Shit, I want to say Brady, but he played long enough.
Another one that just absolutely fucked me in fantasy football, Terrell Pryor, because my dumb ass, he had that 1,000-yard receiving year, and then I took him in like the 3rd round the next year, and he didn't do dick.
More Peyton. Oh man.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say Peyton Manning.
He said NFC, didn't he?
Wait, NFC. Shit, all right. Do it again. This question is making me develop a twitch.
Right. I think it's someone further back in history.
you guys gotta guess somebody.
I don't know. I have no guess. I got to throw out somebody just in case I just pull something out of my
Just think
ass.
about teams that don't really draft receivers high.
Is it? No.
Who are you gonna guess?
I'm going Aaron Rodgers.
You going A-Rod?
It's not
Hey,
Aaron
you gotta
Rodgers, no.
guess?
I'm gonna say Drew Brees.
Ooh, I feel like that was a good guess at least.
The correct answer, and for the win, it is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah!
Oh, he got it.
Yeah!
Because
And I
the
pulled that out
Packers
of my ass.
literally never drafted any receiver in the first round when he was there. So some of the
That's
guys that he,
insane.
like Mercedes Lewis, he threw one to him. He threw some to him.
NFL player, Mercedes Lewis.
Who else? Sammy Watkins
Sammy
is
Watkins,
one.
I forgot he was a Packer.
Garrett Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not a lot. He's got a lot of 2nd and 3rd round picks, but not a lot of
DK
first.
Metcalf now in Pittsburgh.
Rodgers has never had a 1st round wide receiver drafted.
That's insane.
That's what Grizzlies said.
I mean, I've never necessarily agreed with Green Bay's philosophy on not drafting wide receivers high, but I don't know that I would have when I had Rodgers either, unless he was like bitching about it. Like, when you're that good of a quarterback, you don't necessarily need 1st-round receivers. And I've always said that if you're a truly great quarterback, you can make average wide receivers look good ones look great, and great ones look like Hall of Famers.
Hall of Famers, yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta at least at some point in like over 10, 15 years, you draft
You would
one
think
receiver.
somewhere in there,
one
like,
receiver in
okay,
the first
you
round.
need a wide receiver.
So
Because look at their team now. They did take.
didn't Golden or somebody was a 1st-round pick?
He did. Yeah, he was the first one ever. But look at the rest of that wide receiving core. It's a bunch of 2s and 3s. And I like Jaden Reed, but he's not a wide receiver 1.
He's not. Neither is Romeo Dobbs. You saw what Romeo Dobbs said when Tucker Kraft got injured, and he was like, "Yeah, Tucker's in a better place now."
What?
Whoa, I missed that one. What?
There was a post-game interview. They're asking about how he got injured and everything, and then he was like, "Yeah, Tucker's in a better place now."
What the fuck?
He's talking about like he died or something. I'm like,
I know,
he's
like
still alive. You just need to have surgery.
I mean, that man either has had a lot of concussions or he's really worried about the
He's
next
always
one.
wearing that big ass Guardian.
Yeah,
helmet.
you know what it reminds me of?
condom cap.
That
He really
too.
said that. He was just
I
like-
don't know why. I wish they had black helmets, because then it would fully remind me of fucking Spaceballs. Honestly, though, I think the whole league, I think they should just mandate that as fucking
No.
a uniform and a safety standard. Like, yeah, it looks goofy, but it's like wearing a seatbelt.
Injuries are
Hey,
always
Dom.
going to happen. It's part of the game.
Hey, Dom, you remember back in the early 90s, they actually had the helmet on top of a helmet. It looked like a bike helmet on top of a football helmet. And there was a few players around the league that, really wore it.
Yeah.
Like there was a Bills player named Mark Kelso. He wore that shit. And then there was, a couple of others that did. It literally was like a helmet on top of a helmet, and it looked crazy. It if you put on a football helmet and you put on a helmet on top of that, that's how it looked. Crazy.
Yeah.
Then it went from that to a head condom. It looks really funny. Romeo Dobbs is like Megamind, but whatever.
The leader from the comic books.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll go commercial. When we come back to our feature. Feature. And we're back.
And we're back. So, ladies and gentlemen, the NFL trade deadline came to a close. There's a lot of moves made. We're going to talk about what moves we thought was really interesting. And do we agree or disagree with the moves? First up, first thing on my mind. Dallas Cowboys. What are we doing? You're a 3-5-1 team. You're obviously desperate to do something. But you're not going to do anything. You're not going to the playoffs. You think that Quentin Williams is going to save the season?
The Dallas Cowboys are one defensive player away from being a contender. Just ask Jerry Jones. The man never lies. Oh my God. Did you guys see that meme? And it was it was
I just don't understand.
It was Yoda, but he was human colored, and they were like, "Why does this look like Jerry Jones?"
Go ahead, James.
But I just don't think this trade is going to do anything. I think Jerry Jones is just making trades just for the sake of saying that he did something.
So he can be in the headlines.
And the Cowboys are going to continue to lose. They're 3-5-1. The Eagles are 6-2. The Eagles are absolutely walking the NFC East. The division's done. And wild card is probably done. So let's see. You got the NFC West. So either Seattle or Rams is going to take one of those spots. Carolina Panthers, you already lost a head-to-head with them. So you're already behind them by 2.5 games. So there's just a lot of things that's in front of you. You're desperate. You're playing catch-up. And Cowboys got no shot. They're not making plays.
Yeah. Where is Dallas here? 11th? Okay, yeah.
And the games that the Cowboys has the rest of the season, let's see.
What do you got in front of you?
I think they gotta play the Lions one of the games.
They do.
And it's at home, finally.
They do.
They have to play the Chargers one of the games. Hold on one second. I'm just gonna pull up their schedule.
Oh, I got it right here.
All right, what's the schedule for the end of the season? They gotta play the Eagles one of the games.
So yeah, they still got the Eagles one more time. Let's see here. They still have, what is this? Okay, they got the bye this week, and then they got the Raiders on Monday Night Football.
It's a win, probably.
All right.
You guys watched that game last night?
And then they host the Eagles, and then they host the Thanksgiving.
The Chiefs. That's the other team.
Yep. Then
they play the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Lions.
Then they travel to Detroit. They'll lose that one. Then they host the Minnesota. They'll probably win that one. Then they host the Chargers. They'll probably lose.
They could lose that one.
They'll beat the.
I think they could lose all 5. The only game that I really feel confident that they'll win is the Raiders.
Quarterback in the NFL. Just ask him.
I mean, in the standings, right now, Cowboys are 11th. The 3 teams ahead of them for the last spot.
The Cowboys easily could lose 5 of those games.
Yeah, they could. the Cowboys, they're currently sitting 11th. Above them is Minnesota, Carolina, and Chicago, and they already lost to Chicago and Carolina, so they already beat head-to-head there.
Yeah. So they're cooked. But anyway, I don't understand it. Indianapolis getting sauce is really interesting, but I'll let one of you guys go.
Go ahead, Dom.
I was definitely surprised by that Sauce Gardner trade. I think that the Colts may have overpaid. I don't know. There's a lot of Sauce haters out there. I'm not one of them. I don't think he's,
I wouldn't say they overpaid. Like the Colts are in a position where, let's be honest,
they're good
Let's
and they're
be honest.
trying to be
Colts-
great. Yeah, I wish fucking Brad Holmes would do
the
that.
Colts are probably not going to be this good next year.
Exactly. You got to fucking.
I almost guarantee that the Colts will not have a season like this next year. So
yeah, for sure. They're looking around the conference like, damn,
we're
got
sitting
at number one.
You got to go for it.
Yeah, and
I like it.
And kudos to their front office, honestly, for recognizing that fact and then acting on it. Like, okay, let's go try to do something big right now. We're already really good. Let's try to make ourselves great and make a real run at this thing. I don't know. I mean, the Lions aren't. I don't know that the Colts were like desperate for a corner, but I mean, anytime you can add Sauce Gardner to your roster, it's a good thing. So we'll see how that works out. It was very intriguing. I'm trying to think of. There's at least one other pretty big move that I kind of like spaced out on the trade deadline, and for some reason, because normally I'll get alerts on my phone. I don't know what I was doing that night.
Jacoby Myers to the Jags.
That was an overpay.
You also have Rashid Shaheed traded to the Seahawks, Jacoby Myers to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Eagles acquired Jalen Phillips from the Miami Dolphins for a third-round pick.
Yeah, that fucking made me mad.
That's also a really good move for the Eagles in need of a pass rusher.
Yeah, I wish that Brad Holmes would be more like Howie Roseman. Not only do I want him to steal his big board, but I want him to tap his fucking cell phone and office phone and just listen in on the conversations. And then just tap in on
People
three-way.
are like, yeah, the team should not be dealing with Howie Roseman anymore. If you get a call from
he's on
Howie
the phone
Roseman,
with Miami's
send it to
GM
me.
and he's like, hang on, I got Brad Holmes beeping in. Let me click over.
Yeah, I will. It's something. I don't know what it is, man. I really like that addition of Rashid Shaheed to the Seahawks. Like him and JSN are going to be producing sonic booms on that field because we know what Shaheed could do in the open field.
Right, JSN
and he gets into that football, dude. Him and JSN are about to. I told Dave DeRubeis the other day. Shout out to him. I said, this may not have outright handed you the division, but you're that much closer now. That's how much of an asset I think that Shaheed is. But
have the Seahawks and the Rams
are pretty damn
played
good,
one?
so.
Or do they still got both games left?
I still got the Rams to win. I still got the Rams to win the NFC West.
I think they still got both games left.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I saw that. Jalen Phillips was happy in his interview at the locker room. He said that this was the happiest moment of his life.
That's insane.
Keep in mind that he got married and I think he has a kid on the way. He said that going to the Eagles is the happiest moment of his life.
Was he a first-round pick?
That's how bad it is to be a Miami Dolphins player.
Yeah, so it wasn't getting married. It wasn't getting a kid. It wasn't getting drafted.
It's the best day of my life to get traded.
Yeah.
It was finding out you don't
when
have
they get traded.
It was finding out.
People are pissed when they get traded, and he's like, "Yeah, it's the best day of my life."
Well, I mean, think about it, because it's one thing to go from a dumpster fire to a decent team. Going from 1-7 to 4-4, I can live with that. But I'm going from a dumpster fire to a team
and you're just like your first day. You're just like, man, I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, it's like I'm going from a team that's a dumpster fire to a team that could repeat. Like, hell yeah, I'm happy as shit. You know what I mean? It could be bad. Hey, listen, it could be bad. You could be Adonai Mitchell. You wake up 7-2, and you go to sleep 2-7.
Dude, if Jalen
Yeah,
Phillips wasn't
maybe
doing the
last
Carlton dance in the locker room while packing up his locker, then he fucked up.
Yeah, that would. But no. For me, I love the sauce move. You know, I do not trust that Daniel Jones is the answer to the franchise. It's anyone's guess what's going to happen with the Colts next year. So they feel like they got to go all in right now, and they did what they had to do. I like the move. I can't be mad at it. Also, I really like the Shaheed move. That's cool. Jacoby Myers going to the Jaguars, adding another weapon for T-Law. You know, that's good too. Cowboys getting Quentin Williams. Now, some people are going to say, well, they lost their best defender. They had to make a move to go get another one. I get that, but Quentin Williams is not Micah Parsons. Your ass lost as soon as you let him walk. So it is what it is. But that's my take on the trade deadline. I wasn't too, angry about it or anything like that. I saw some pretty decent moves.
Dom? The Lions didn't do anything. Nothing.
I think the Lions should have made a move, man.
I know. And it didn't, we're not as desperate as we once were for pass rushers. Our pass rush is pretty decent. Obviously, Aiden Hutchinson is playing well. He's fully healthy, recovered from that injury. And Bob Muhammad has 5 or 6 sacks.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the thing I really like what Howie Roseman does is when there's a flaw on the roster, he tries to
addresses
do
it.
I know that Jaire Alexander really hasn't done anything this season, but you give up a 7th round pick. So if it turns out good,
yeah, it's
great. But we didn't give up anything, and I mean, can he really be worse than Adoree Jackson?
Exactly.
I say give him a chance, man. I mean, he's 28. Let's see, and then Jalen Phillips. The Eagles really haven't been pressuring the quarterback that much. They lost Josh Sweat in free agency. They lost Milton Williams. So you got to bring somebody in there. And then Brandon Graham came from retirement. You got Nolan Smith coming back. But that was a need the Eagles needed to address, and they did it. So if other teams in the NFC are like the Eagles are going for it like that, if you're a team that's trying to knock them off, like Detroit, like Green Bay, the Rams, and all these teams, you got to keep the same mindset. You can't just be like, oh, whatever. We're not going to make any moves. You got to do something.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Let's get to the non-sports topic of the week.
Here we go.
This will be interesting. Who was
Already
a villain character who you guys think had a really good point and had a right to be whatever mindset they had, they're not too crazy. So what you guys think about this?
I got to leave this one off. Okay. When I read this, immediately I thought of, on the film The Rock with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery and Ed Harris. Ed Harris played Marine Corps Brigadier General Francis X. Humble. That man was justified in every single thing that he did the whole film. And here's why. The man kidnapped some hostages and put them on Alcatraz, and he demanded millions of dollars from the government. Here's the deal. He didn't want any personal gain. He didn't want to make himself rich or anything like that. He said, my Marines ran clandestine classified missions for the United States government, and a lot of them died during those missions. And they couldn't even get so much as a proper military burial. Their families couldn't get compensated. He wanted to get that money and compensate those Marines' families. He didn't do it of personal gain. He wasn't like, oh, I'm trying to be the richest guy in the world or anything like that. He legit said on the call, he said, I'm going to give basically most of the money to those deceased Marines' families, and then the rest of it divide amongst my crew as I see fit. That film actually exposed that Francis X. Humble was in the right the whole time. The real bad guy was the United States government. Watch the film in detail.
Sounds like a really interesting movie.
Yeah.
That's your homework assignment. Report back to us sometime
What's
next
the name
week.
of it again?
The Rock.
The Rock.
I think I saw that in the theater because my mom loves Sean Connery.
Yeah.
All right,
And
Don, you got one? You got
Yeah,
I
one?
do. It just popped into my head, and it's probably going to make you hate me. And I kind of hate myself for it, but the man had a point. It's Frank Lopez for trying to have Tony killed. He was hollering at his girl. He was stepping on his toes, making moves on the side. Like, honestly, if that story had gone the way it was supposed to, it would have been more like a short film. But Scarface was supposed to get killed. Like, you can't step on your boss's toes like that. Like, yeah, they're all, I mean, in reality, Scarface was a villain too. Like, he was a drug dealer. He killed people. But yeah, Frank Lopez was right to do what he tried to do. I mean, the death scene at the end, or when he kills him, is still that's one of the best. Because he's on his knees and he's like crying. Like at some point, his cry almost sounds like a laugh, and he's like, he tries to fucking bribe him. Then he tries to offer up his bitch, but like he knows he's gonna die anyways. My favorite though was when he kills the cop, and he's like, "You fucking spick punk."
What was it?
Have a good trip, Mel.
The funny part about that is Elvira. Actually, Elvira, yeah, my bad. Actually respected Frank more than she did Tony, because she looked at Tony as, no matter how much wealth he acquired, how much power or anything like that, looked at him as just somebody off the banana boat, because he acted like he never had it.
Aren't you part of the Cuban crime wave? He's like, I'm a political refugee from Cuba.
Cuba. And with Frank, well, she didn't love him. She was in it for the money, both marriages, right?
Yeah.
But she respected Frank because Frank wasn't out loud with it, and Frank knew how to appreciate shit. Tony acted like he never had shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was all right part though. But yeah, James, what you got, man?
All right.
Yes.
I think everybody's gonna laugh at my answers.
He's gonna say buns or neck or spread.
But hear me out. Just hear me out on this, chat. In the movie Kung Fu Panda, I think the character's name was Tai Lung or something. Like, he's like the big ass, like, I don't know what kind of cat he is. He's like a jaguar or a leopard or something. Like, big, buff, muscular cat. And he was being trained to become the Dragon Warrior. And they said that, like, he was the chosen one and all this stuff. So since he was a baby, they was training him to be the Dragon Warrior. And then randomly, a fat ass panda shows up, and you're like, he's the chosen one.
Steals his thunder.
So anybody in that position that was being trained, like, you're the chosen one your whole life, and then they'll tell you that you lost it to a fat ass panda. Then what you expect him to do? Like, I mean, he had a right to be whatever, like, how pissed he was. So
I worked hard to get to this position, and this guy just walks in.
Kung Fu Panda, the Dragon Warrior, Tai Lung got robbed. That's what I got to say about that.
I understand that. You kind of work hard to get to a position, and then some dude walks in, just takes it. Or has it given to him. It's like, oh, hey, guy, you're the man.
And he's overweight and just sits around all day and eats bamboo.
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie, so I don't know. But I know how real pandas are. They're fat, they're lazy, and they just sit around and eat bamboo. And they have to eat like 30 or 40 pounds a day, because it's basically the only thing they eat, and it's very low nutritional value. So they got to eat a fuck ton of it. Every time you see a panda at the zoo, guarantee. If you've ever been in the zoo, you've ever seen a panda, he's somewhere sitting on his fat ass eating bamboo.
Yeah. And he walks in, and just because he can throw a kick, they're like, ooh, that's the equivalent of a big man touchdown, which I love, by the way.
Yeah.
but it's like, he gets the ball and he's going.
The best big man touch, I don't know if he ended up scoring. It was the Green Bay O-lineman, and it was an onside kick, and he recovered it, and he was carrying the ball like it was a fucking loaf of bread. I'll never forget that shit for the rest of my life.
Didn't they give the ball to William Perry in the Super Bowl instead of Walter Payton?
They did.
They did. Yeah, he's
The most famous big man touchdown ever.
And
Dom, I
Dominican
thought
Sue
you
was
were gonna
another one of my
mention-
favorites. He was
Dom,
He
I thought
would
you
have been a
athletic.
villain for that. I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah.
I remember Dominican Sue scored one. He's not, I mean, he's a pretty big man, but he was also hella athletic. But he recovered a fumble, and he, like, stiff-armed the dude. He was spinning around,
type
and
of player that
stiff-armed a dude while running backwards and fucking moonwalked into the end zone.
And Dominican Sue is the type of player that if he is on the other team, you're like, oh, this guy's like a dirty piece of shit. But if he's on your team, you love having that guy on your team.
Yeah.
So he played like half a season with the Eagles. So I remember that.
Hey guys, I got to split. I got to get to the movie theater.
Where you going
That'll
to?
be easy.
All right. Well, I guess that wraps us up for the show tonight. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for tuning in to the Gauntlet, part of the Sideline Sports Network. You can see us live Wednesday night for kickoff, and next Friday back here at the same time for another episode of the Gauntlet. Thank you guys all for tuning in and watching. Thank you for the support, and we'll see you on the next show.